It's almost time. Your company will be getting Zap and its suite of tools that will help you run your real estate business and drive results. This video is primarily focused on the consumer tools. Our goal is to give you a preview of the amazing tools that you can offer your customers to help them find or sell a home. Then when your company goes live on Zap, you'll receive additional training on how to use the tools that are available to you as agents. There are two important trends we see in industries today. First is the concept of a hybrid service, and that's where consumers use a combination of technology and people to purchase goods and services. When it comes to home buying, today's home shoppers want to be able to search on a mobile app or a website and then work with a sales agent to close the transaction. As you'll see later, Zap's consumer tools really help you deliver this hybrid service beautifully. Today's consumers also want personalization. They want to be able to select specific search criteria that matches their needs. I will demonstrate how Zap can help you meet the consumer's needs for both a hybrid service as well as personalization. You're going to learn about Zap through a story. In this story, you will meet Rosie, a sales agent, Scott, Rosie's old school friend who reconnects with her through Facebook, and Chad, a buyer who finds Rosie while searching online and lands on her Zap-provided website. The story begins as we see Rosie and Scott catch up over coffee. Scott tells Rosie that he's looking to buy a home. He's been looking online already, but mostly on Zillow and Trulia, and he's just not finding what he's looking for. Let's see how Rosie uses Zap to help solve Scott's problem. Rosie tells Scott about her personal Zap website and invites him to use her mobile site. She tells him that Zap displays accurate, up-to-date listings because it is fed directly by the MLS. And similar to the broker site, the agent site is updated as often as your MLS allows, which could be between 2 and 12 times per day, and sometimes more. And the site has the ability to push notifications of new listings out to customers as soon as they hit the MLS. Rosie lets Scott know that he can access the site from any device, including his tablet, smartphone, and his laptop, and that all of his Zap-based preferences and activities will be synced and saved across all devices. Rosie wants to get Scott started right away, so she creates an account for Scott using her CRM. While sitting next to Rosie, Scott immediately receives an email with login instructions. He logs into his account and searches for homes on the map. He immediately finds a property he likes and he saves it. He also sees Rosie's name, photo, and an easy way to contact her. He taps the Request a Showing button, and Rosie's mobile device dings with a notification telling her that she has a showing request from Scott. Scott loves this tool and says he will hop online after dinner to find more homes. They part ways. Let's fast forward 4 hours. After dinner, Scott hops online on his laptop to look for more properties. He logs into his account and does a search using the Smart Search bar. He enters the city name, and the site suggests multiple options including city, neighborhood, school, and more. The Smart Search bar also allows Scott to enter a zip code, address, or MLS. Scott gets hundreds of results from his search and needs to trim his list. He clicks on More Search Options and sees many ways to customize his search criteria. In his smaller list of properties, he notices a few homes that he likes that were not on the Zillow and Trulia sites he used before getting signed up on Rosie's site. Scott wants to see mapped out locations of the homes, so he clicks on Map View, where he can also see schools, transit, sold homes, map boundaries, and local information such as restaurants. Scott is also amazed as the map highlights homes in green and blue that he saved and viewed earlier while on the mobile site. Rosie told him that all of his preferences would sync on all devices, and boy was she right. Next, Scott notices that he can draw on the map, so he zooms in and uses the tool to narrow down to a specific neighborhood that he loves. For now, he's satisfied with all of his customization, so he clicks to save the search and leaves the box checked to get email updates of new listings. As Scott glances at the list, he sees another home in the same neighborhood and clicks on it. The website allows him to look at Street View and Bird's Eye View, which confirms why he loves the look and feel of this neighborhood. Similar to what he saw earlier on the mobile web, Scott sees Rosie's contact information throughout the website. He also notices Rosie's most recent 5-star review and recently shown and sold properties on the website. Rosie's visibility and even push notifications of new listings will make it easy for Scott to connect with her at any time on any device. Now Scott saves the home, but he wants to see all of the homes he's saved so far. So he clicks on Your Account. Then he clicks on Saved Homes. Because his activities are synced across devices, he can see the home he had saved from the mobile site earlier. Scott also sees a few with a note from his agent Rosie highlighting cool characteristics of each home. Under Your Account, he can also see his saved search along with all of the homes he's viewed. Chad just moved to the area 6 months ago, and he's ready to buy a home. When Chad Googles homes for sale in the city, he sees the brokerage name at the top of the list. He clicks and lands on the broker homepage. Chad immediately sees how easy it is to search and quickly find a home that he likes. When he clicks on the home to see the home's details, he also sees Rosie promoted right next to the home. Rosie is featured here because it's her listing, and on your brokerage website, you will always be promoted next to your listing. Chad has a few questions about the property, so he clicks on Request More Information. He enters his questions, along with his name and email address. Now he's curious to learn more about Rosie's real estate experience, so he clicks on her name. Now Chad has landed on Rosie's agent website. He learns more about her outstanding qualifications and local knowledge by reviewing the following information. Personal statement. Rosie wrote her own statement that shares her personality, her real estate skills, and the services she provides, as well as her local knowledge. My listings. Rosie's listings are highlighted in a carousel format with links to full home details pages. Ratings and reviews. Her 3 most recent ratings and reviews are displayed with the ability to see more. Video. Rosie has posted a video where she talks about who she is and the type of service she offers. Experience, credentials, and community involvement. Here, Rosie lists her experience, credentials, and memberships, along with various community groups that she volunteers in. Agent insights. Agents can tour or show properties and post insights on the home details pages for each of those properties. Chad can see the 3 most recent insights Rosie has posted. And lastly, social media links. Rosie provides links to her social media profiles so that prospective customers can learn more about her. After reading all of this, Chad feels confident that Rosie is a qualified real estate professional and looks forward to working with her. Now, let's look at how Rosie can see what Scott and Chad have been doing on her website and mobile web. When Rosie logs into Zap, she sees Scott and Chad along with their Zap scores. Let's look at what Rosie sees when she hovers over their Zap scores. Scott has been very busy. He has logged into the mobile app this week. He saved 2 homes, requested a home showing, saved a home search, and is receiving new listing alerts. Now let's take a peek at Chad. Chad also has been busy. he's viewed one home, viewed her agent website, read a rating and review, and asked a question about one home. Rosie really values having a lead scoring system and insight into her customers' activities because it really helps her to know who to contact at the right time with exactly the right kind of service. She finds that this helps her work more efficiently and really has enabled her to connect much more easily with prospective customers. Rosie will continue to follow up with both Scott and Chad to encourage their usage of her website, mobile app, and mobile site. She knows that this is the only way she can see their activities along with a Zap score. This invaluable customer insight helps her provide quick and personalized service. Well, that does it for your Zap overview.